Hey, it's your boy KP here coming to you once again. I'm about to make a dish for you. I'm gonna be making veggie goat. So I'm gonna show you what it is like, what the goat looks like, and some of the other ingredients that I use in this particular dish. You're trying to be healthy. You're trying to create options that are of things that you have in your kitchen. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it. Hopefully you'll like it. I'll let you know ahead of time. One, I'll put some things in the description box so you'll know exactly what I've used. And secondly, when it comes to the measuring thing, some things I do measure, other things I don't, depending on what I'm making. A lot of times when I'm cooking, I just, feel out the ingredients or whatever seasoning I use, or, I just sort of feel my way through it. And hopefully you're able to catch what I'm doing so that you can do it yourself. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna set some things up and then let you know how I put this particular thing together. So I'm going to make veggie goat with chickpeas and potatoes, and it's gonna go with some roti skin. I'm not making the roti, all right? The roti was bought, but roti skin. All right, so catch you soon. All right, so right now I have the three main ingredients for the meal that I'm making. So the stew mutton, vegetarian stew mutton. Like this because it's made from mainly mushrooms, right? Mushroom, it says soybean, but these are non-GMO products, and the meat holds well together. Okay, I'm not gonna use the whole pack, but what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use some out of it, and I'm gonna cut it up because the chunks are pretty big. So I'm gonna slice it up so that I have a little bit smaller pieces to work, some smaller pieces to work with, right? Don't know how much. Once again, you just feel your way through. So I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna put it in the oven. Right now, I have the oven going. I think you can see the oven going right here. I have 350 degrees. I'm just letting it warm up right now. 350 degrees, and then after that I'm gonna put the veggie goat inside the oven to heat up. I like it toasted, and then I add some other ingredients to it. Of course, chickpeas. I got the chickpeas right here, right? And I'm gonna make some potatoes with it. All right, so right now I've cut up the veggie meat. I decided to use the whole pack after all. Okay, the oven is almost ready. It's at I set it for 350, and I'm gonna bake it for for a little bit. You just have to watch it. Fine. So I'm gonna pop it in the oven right now. Okay, get it in the oven on my baking sheet. All right. So right now what I'm doing is that I'm cutting up some onions, red onions. I suggest you get red onions, or if you get white onions, don't get the ones from China. That's just my thing with regards to vegetables grown in China. You can get them grown, buy the vegetables that are grown locally, or at least here in North America or somewhere else except China. All right. So the red onions, I'm cutting up some red onions right now. I've already got some. I did about 3 of them. Right, I like lots of onions in my food, and I like lots of garlic. Right, so these are the onions right here. I'm gonna cut up some tomatoes. Right, some tomatoes to go with the onions. I am also going to cut up some peppers, sweet peppers, to go with the onions. Right, I think those, in terms of vegetables, are the things that I'm gonna be adding to this meal. Ginger, right? Ginger. I have powdered ginger, but I like to crush the ginger. You know, you don't need like a huge piece, but a piece like this, it gives the food a very nice taste in terms of overall eating experience, right? What else is there? I think that's it. Oh yeah, garlic. We gotta get the garlic. So I like onions and garlic in my meal. It's nature. These are nature's antibiotics, right? Once again, so it's right there. The meat is getting on. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna turn it down a bit because they look pretty toasted, right? They look pretty toasted right now. See, this is what it looks like. Okay. Tastes pretty good too. All right. So that's where the meat is right now in the oven, getting it set up, but we'll continue cutting up our vegetables. Let me deal with these vegetables here. Strip up the garlic and then we'll move on to something else. All right, so right now what's going on is that we have I've measured out, so this one I've measured out two and a half cups of water, right? And I use powdered coconut milk. I'm gonna bring it here. Powdered coconut milk, and I'm mixing it in the water, and I'm gonna use it in the pot sauteing right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have the pot getting ready with the onions and the garlic and the ginger. All right, but so powdered coconut milk, beating it out with a fork right here. I didn't put the tomatoes and the sweet pepper yet. I want this to saute a bit. That's what I want. All right, I want the pot over here to saute so that we're able to get the other ingredients in there. All right, that's what we're doing. Potatoes are going. We're sauteing our onions and our garlic and our ginger. All right, the ginger is right there. There's the ginger. Sauteing that bad boy, getting all the flavor out. All the flavor is out. All right. What we're gonna do is that we are gonna add the coconut milk to it. Once that, then we add our seasoning on top of that. All right. So right now in the pot, I have the coconut milk, onion, garlic, tomato, and sweet pepper with the ginger. Right. The coconut milk is cooking down a bit. Right, we gotta get everything in there. I just sprinkled, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit more, some rosemary. I'm sprinkling some rosemary in there. All right, rosemary, it makes everything, you know, enhances the taste of your food. All right, I'm getting some of that in there. Okay, I am also gonna get some oregano. All right, you can get a little spoon like this in terms of the oregano. And put it in there. Some of your oregano in there. All right. Some oregano. Like the taste. Okay, the pot is starting to bubble. Get some Italian seasoning. Pop that bad boy in there as well. Right. Put some of that in there. Okay. Get there, Italian seasoning. I'll put a little bit more. Alright, there is one other thing that I like to put in here. That's cumin. Alright, cumin. Give the pot like an Indian taste, Indian food or Indian seasoning taste like thing. So I got me a little cumin. Alright, you don't need a lot, but you know. Like I said, it comes with the measurements. I just feel my way through it. Right? Got a nice smell. Get a waft coming from the pot right now. Coconut milk is bubbling. It's bubbling in there. Alright. Alright, so I got the cumin in there. I am going to add now some yeast flakes. Yay. Now you can be liberal with the yeast flakes. Alright. And we're gonna add some what you call here lecithin. Right. Lecithin right here. Get that bad boy in there. Okay. Gonna use a little Jack Jr. Yay. Jack Jr. for taste. Alright. We'll add some more if we need. The veggie meat is actually a bit seasoned, so you don't need too much salt to go with it. And we gotta use the color and seasoning, right? Guess what? We need some, not our curry, but our turmeric. Some turmeric. Get him, get him, get him. Right. Turmeric, that bad boy, stir it around. Stir it around. Pot is bubbling, pot is bubbling. Alright. Okay. We're gonna throw in potato, chickpeas, potato. Alright. Get that in there. Potato and chickpeas, the chickpeas and the potato. Alright. And here comes the veggie meat. Here comes the veggie meat. Yeah. Get that all in there. Alright. Scrape all that in there. Okay. And stir it around. Adding another ingredient to it, so I put a little bit more Jack Jr. in there. The Jack Jr. has some salt, has a salt taste to it, right? But it's not very strong. So I'm adding some Bragg liquid seasoning to the pot as well to give it a little bit more taste, right? When you preparing something like this, you know, not too much, right? I just want to get the taste of seasoning and all that sort of stuff in it, right? You have a whole bunch of things in there ready, right? If anything, you can always add a little bit more yeast flakes, right? You can always add a little bit more yeast flakes or something like that, but you know, just be careful in terms of salting your pot too much. You don't want to run into problems because you're overdoing it with the salt, right? But you see how nice and colorful it is. You know, like I said, the onions are in there, the tomatoes are in there, the garlic is in there, you know, potatoes are in there. This is you cooking your own meal, right? You know exactly what is in here. Sesame seed oil, like I said, you gotta finish it off. Sesame seed oil, get it in there. All right, this thing gives your food an incredible smell and a good taste as well, in addition to the taste it already has. Get some olive oil in there, top it off with some olive oil. Okay, that's a little bit more maybe. I didn't measure it. You know, you be the judge. You be the judge in terms of what you want and how you want it. All right. And so there you go. Well, I think maybe I should do a little taste test before I actually end off, right? So let me get me a little spoon here, right? And cool it down a bit. So we got the veggie meat in there. Let's get a piece of potato in there as well. So you got the veggie meat, you got the potato, and of course you got some of the other vegetables that are in there. Alright. Oh yeah. Seasoning it's in there. Seasoning it's gotten in. Tastes real good, folks. Tastes real yummy. So until next time, until we do another video together, eat healthy, live free. Like, share, subscribe. Help your boy out. Subscribe, comment, hit the bell so that you know when I've posted something. All right. Eat healthy, live free. Like my daughter says, peace out.